welcome to Down Syndrome 21st Perspectives. I am Ann Lewis, one of your hosts, and I'm joined with Monique Johnson and our special guest today, Mallory Zbylot. Mallory and I met years ago. Mallory has a brother with Down syndrome, and when I had Fritz, I was introduced to your mom. And anyway, so we brought Mallory on because not only does she have a brother with Down syndrome, but she also works for a wonderful company called Mikey's Place, and we're going to let Mallory tell you all about the wonderful things that you guys are doing.
Yes.
So welcome.
Thank you
for being here.
Thank y'all so much for having me. I'm super excited to just share my story and share about where I work too.
Yeah. I know I was at there was a market festival in November, and Fritz does a therapy out there, and so I've gone the past couple years for something to do while he's in there, and I'm walking by and I see this beautiful table of all these beautiful things, and I walk over to it, and there's a photograph that's framed with a bunch of people that have Down syndrome. Oh, wow. And so I was kind of like, what is this? And then I look up and there you are, and I had no idea that this was your job, but everybody should check out the website because they do make beautiful things, but I'm going to let you tell us.
Mickey's Place.
Yes, so Mikey's Place is a vocational program for adults with disabilities, and it can be any disability. We take everyone. So we are a vocational training program. Once they transition out of that high school period, we typically have adults ranging from 20 all the way to 60.
That's awesome.
So we're a place for them to provide meaningful work. Ingrid started Mikey's Place. Mikey's Place, we're actually together at Mikey's Place. Mikey's Place was started a while back, I think 20 years ago. Ingrid started a Mikey's Guide, which is a special needs resource for parents with disabilities. And it has everything from therapy to summer camps to all of that. Just a resource. She was like, why can't I find this for my son who has special needs? And I want to be a help for special needs families. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. And once Mikey transitioned out of high school, she was looking around here for a place. And she was like, he's not going to get into any of these programs. And nothing.
Why did she not think he'd get in?
He has very high needs. He needs a lot of support and needs that individualized one-on-one support. And a lot of programs are for high-functioning adults with autism. And we needed a place where everyone could come and everyone could belong. And that's why.
So he doesn't have Down syndrome?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He actually was undiagnosed for 20 years. And Ingrid has been doing tests and genetic testing right now and has just started.
How old is he now?
He is 24. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. 23, 24.
Adult.
Yes, my age.
Able to find out what he
No,
has?
They said that he had a stroke when he was born, and so they're still working through all of genetic testing and all of that and trying new diets, and he had seizures and needs a lot of support when has seizures too. Ingrid has a beautiful dream, and she started Mikey's Place off of a place in College Station called the Bee Community, and it's a place that provides.
Is that how you found them?
Yes, and that's how I found them because I went to A&M.
Love A&M.
Well, that is really neat.
Thank you.
Really
Yes.
neat. So I don't know if Ann shared, but I have a teenage son, Marley, who's 19.
Awesome.
And that's how Ann and I actually became friends.
Well, no.
Well, we were friends before.
That's
we were
right.
friends before. Before Fritz was born.
We bonded over coffee and just talking about our other kids.
Yes, exactly.
And when I had Fritz, I found out in the hospital that he had Down syndrome, and I was like really stunned and very lost. And I called Monique. She was like the first person I called because I had her phone number. And I'm like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And she obviously had heard lots of stories about Marley.
Yes.
So I was saying though, how old is your brother?
Yes, my brother is 16, so he's still, and we homeschool him, but he's still in that place. But anytime you talk to a teenager with disabilities, they're like, we want to work. Like, that's such a passion for them, and they deserve the world too. And I think that it gives them such purpose. I think I go to work every day and I'm providing purpose not only for them but for their family. Like, we get to focus on what they can do, like their ability, and we focus less on their disability.
Well, I love that saying on your website. It was like not everybody can do everything, but everybody can do something.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I love that.
I like that too. And to your point about everybody can do something and everybody can work, Marley, my son, has worked at H-E-B. He doesn't particularly like that, but I'm interested really to hear more about
You know what's interesting about that I love? It's like, what kid does like working at H-E-B?
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
my older brother had to go stock the shelves at the grocery store.
He does not like that. He's
didn't want to do that.
Engaging things.
Yeah.
He likes to talk to people. I mean, in his own way, right?
What do they have him doing at H-E-B?
Yeah.
Well, he was,
stocking shelves and stuff.
Stocking things, restoring, putting things back, that kind of
But
thing.
that's what they give all kids, all
like that.
teenagers.
He really likes Chick-fil-A, right?
Oh, yeah,
he
that's
loves
Parker, too.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But I know that Chick-fil-A would be too busy. Right? You know what I mean? Like, that's
But maybe if they just put him you're in charge of the French fries, and that's all,
or a greeter of some sort.
But tell us a little bit more about some of the specific things that you have the participants doing.
So we call all of our participants artisans. So they're doing all of this stuff with their hands because we handcraft all of our products at Mikey's Place. And so we make concrete candles and we make trinket trays and soap dishes. And then we have our clay products, which are clay bowls, and you can put rings on them, and we decoupage them with napkins. We take apart napkins and Mod Podge, and so the artisans are painting them and decoupaging those, and we also have soap as well, and we have been trying to up our soap game a little bit. We feel like a lot of younger kids make a lot of soap, and I did that as a younger kid, so we've been working through trying to research how to make better soap and all of that side of things. But we really are known for our concrete candles and our clay bowls. Those are some of our great products. Yeah.
Everybody needs to go on the website and shop. You can shop on it, but they're so pretty.
Yes.
So are they, if you sent me to Mikey's Place, I don't think I could do stuff that pretty. So what, do you teach them? Or they're all able to just...
Yes. So we all do... I'm an artisan supervisor, so my specialty is candles. So I'm at the candle station really helping them start the microwave, get all the hot wax in, pour the oils in, making sure the measurements are right. And we do teach all of them and try to adapt it to the best of their ability for each one of them, whether that's I'm going to put a concrete vessel into the container after it's finished. That's a great job for some of our friends, just figuring out independent ways that they can have purpose. One of our boys with Down syndrome, his name's Chris, and he loves to pour concrete. We help him out. He squishes the concrete bags and pours the paint. They hand pour all of it. Yes. Yeah.
How do you cope with, I feel like I'm always this person, honestly, because when I think about Fritz, and I don't know about Parker, I don't know, but it's I would guess that Fritz would be like, I don't want to do that. What do you do in those situations?
A lot of times I feel like we get to do this. This is something that you get to go to market and get to say that you did this. That itself provides purpose, and they get that. Yeah. And when they're around their friends at Mikey's Place, honestly, it's not us encouraging them. It's more their friends. Hey, Mikey, you should do this. Mikey is so much more ready to go and get his job done if his friends are telling him to do it. So really encouraging them.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
I love that, but in the good way, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, thinking about Marley, his peers, right, in certain social settings, I have seen them say, Marley, you need to get it together, You need to, don't do that. Come on, Marley, listen, kind of thing. But I would love to come out and visit you.
Y'all should come visit.
We
are in Spring Branch area, so right behind HCC Spring Branch, we have a little warehouse space and a storefront space there.
Great.
We just moved. We were in donated space for the 3 years that Mikey's Place was out of Memorial Drive Presbyterian.
Okay. Is it hard to get, what's the process of getting accepted and getting in?
We call it a waitlist pool. So a lot of families apply their son or daughter when they're in high school and kind of wait till the school kicks in.
Is there a long wait list?
I think we have about 15 to 20 people right now. Yes. And
is that something you recommend getting in on, what age?
Right.
That's a great question. I do less of the adding of bringing them in, but I would say definitely if you're interested, we're also going to do summer camps this summer for adults in high school or about to transition that teenage period right there so that they can really see if Mikey's Place is a place for them. And you put yourself on the wait list. We bring you in for a volunteer week so that you can see if this is really something you and your family and your child is a good fit for them. Right. We really want to make sure, because it's a hard job. It's Monday through Friday, 9 to 3, and we have some that are half, like part-time, and some that are full-time. It is a lot of work, and we truly do want them to get to do it.
What else do they do while they're there?
We work in 4 45-minute work periods, and then we have 30-minute breaks in between. We have a movement break every day where we're doing a workout or a dance class on Fridays. We have a lady from Fitness Forward come, which is she does special needs workouts for them and adapts it to all of our friends. We have 3 friends in a wheelchair, and so we want to really make sure that they feel included too. And so we also give them the free time break as well, and we do an hour for lunch as well. They love their breaks and love to just be in community and be with their peers. Like I said earlier, that is something that they thrive off of, and they need breaks too, and everyone needs a break. So
for sure. How many people do you have currently?
We have 13 artisans right now, and we'll have 14 after spring break.
Wow. Is there a cap?
We don't have a cap. We just moved into a space, and we're already going to be bigger than our space, and we're already going to need a new space, which is great. And we kind of take it best fit needs as the time. It's not, oh, you were first on the wait list, we're going to take you. It's always what can fit our needs the best right now, because we have 4 people on staff right now, so we're looking to hire 1 more person, but just so that we can assist.
Do you allow people to come out and see the facility?
Yes, like all the time. Yeah, we're open 9 to 3 Monday through Friday, just like a storefront. You're welcome to come and visit whenever, truly.
And then you need volunteers for physical stuff, but you also, it's a nonprofit, right? So you need fundraising and people to donate money and all of that.
Yes.
And that's all on the website?
That's all on the website too. We love to have volunteers in the day-to-day work life. Yeah. And we also love to have fundraising. That is a great way to get involved with Mikey's Place. And we have started a gingerbread bash every year. We had our first one this year, and it was a place for families to just come out and make gingerbread houses. And we had our little storefront too there, and it was just an incredible time getting to share about Mikey's Place and have families come out as well.
Okay, so I want to transition into talking about Parker. So you tell us, Parker's your brother, and you can go ahead and tell
Parker
us
is 16.
About Parker.
Yes, he is the biggest joy, the biggest burst of life that you'll ever meet, and he doesn't meet a stranger. He loves everyone and loves
to
his
be a common thing.
And just loves people. And Parker is my biggest blessing in life, and my why behind why I work together at Mikey's Place, and why I love this population. I just think they deserve the world, and I just think you can learn so much from them, and they really are the Lord's angels. I say that all the time, but I think God has them on this place for a special reason, and it's beautiful.
What are some of the things that your brother enjoys? Like, I'm curious, because I have a teenager.
He loves to dance. That's like his favorite. And sing.
About kids with Down syndrome.
Yes, I know.
Music. They love
music. Music is their favorite thing.
But they do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Music is a
Does
thing.
he listen to your music?
Kind of. Like, he likes Big Time Rush and Justin Bieber, all that side of things.
Marley likes K-pop now.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I love it.
Listen, what's that? You know that newest one that I posted a video. It's like, please stay. I want you. I need
know,
you.
yeah.
Beautiful. It's called like Beautiful, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's always like the older kids get him.
Yes.
Like my kids are so much older.
Yeah.
So Fritz is listening to some, you know.
Parker does that too.
But he also likes the songs from all the Disney movies.
Yes, Parker loves that too.
Yeah. He gets up and dances in front of the TV.
Oh yeah,
all day.
And we're not allowed to sing.
Yeah,
no, Mom, no.
Yeah,
no,
that's us too.
Me.
Yeah,
just me.
All day. That's awesome.
Yes,
yeah.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot in common, right?
Yes,
there's a lot of
definitely.
common themes and.
Okay, so I want to hear more about you and our last guest, who is with Gigi's Playhouse. Yeah. She also has a sister with Down syndrome that's a teenager. I think she's 14 or 15. Okay. But both of you say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like the two of you could be like best friends. So tell me more about like when you say that they're like God's angels or... Because I can see that. I can see that with kids with Down syndrome. But then I also wonder, like, did God put the other people with the special needs that have more struggles or, you know what I mean? That it's just like a harder... maybe they're not the affectionate type of people, or, because it's so easy with our are people that like they're just so loving and they want to hug everybody. And
Marley's not like that now as a teenager. He's very selective.
Is John still like that? Or sorry,
no, you're good. Like Parker is still like that. He will give anyone a hug, especially if it's a girl. Girls.
Girls.
And for me, like he loves his boys too. I just got married.
Maybe it's because he's younger.
Yes,
because he's all into the boys.
Yeah.
Well, and Marley's all into the girls.
Oh,
right?
He doesn't have a girlfriend yet.
He doesn't have a girlfriend yet, but those are his goals.
Does Parker want a girlfriend?
Parker says he has a girlfriend, but it changes on the weekly or we broke up. I'm like, wait, what do you mean you broke up? I don't remember you having a girlfriend, but all right.
Right. You were away at college. Did Parker like come and stay with you ever, or was he like always texting you or calling you, or how was that?
He was a groomsman in the wedding.
How did he do?
He did so good. He actually cried down the aisle, and then on the way back, he was running down the aisle, giving everyone high fives and all of that. And then I also wanted to incorporate him into the wedding, so he got to read a Bible passage at the wedding. But it was just so sweet to have that time and those moments of practicing that with him, and he just got to get up there and share that, and I want everyone to see that. So that was just a great way to get to everyone to walk inside of our life.
And it shows that you not only are you his big sister, but you're all about inclusivity.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. You're all about, and that's the key, right? Exposing people to the possibilities. I like to think about, kids, people say, oh, well, my kid has autism, or my kid has this. Autism is a spectrum disorder, right?
Yeah.
And Down syndrome is a syndrome. Is a syndrome, right?
Yes.
So there's mild, moderate, severe. And so people, I know my hands. We don't want to knock the table. But I oftentimes, when I'm having the conversation with people about Marley, and you can't compare.
Yeah.
Right?
But
it's not even good to compare and compete with your own typical kids, right?
Yeah.
But it's definitely detrimental when you start talking about atypical kids because everybody's going to be different. Right. Even more so.
And he loves sports. We've really been into Special Olympics. He's doing basketball right now, so he loves to do that. He does it through Fort Bend. Okay. So, because we're located out there, and so Fort Bend.
The city.
Yeah, the special. They do it through the high school there.
That's great.
Yeah, he loves it.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And does he run with your mom?
Occasionally, he doesn't love running. He ran a 5K for National Down Syndrome, and they had to wheelchair him around Disney World after that.
Oh, really?
Yes. My mom was like, we had to.
Because I follow your mom, obviously, and she runs a lot and does that Disney thing every year.
Yeah, the Disney marathon. Well, Marley, too, doesn't like to run. I've signed him up.
We can't even get
I've signed him up. I've signed him up for, like, the turkey trot. I mean, he'll do it, but it's not something he used to do. I'm a runner too. He does not. He's
but
not
it really is good for them.
It is good for them.
It's excellent.
Their brain. Yeah. It's so for all of us.
Yes.
But so every night we make him walk around the block.
Same.
Oh my gosh.
Same.
I've had to opt out. I've been like, okay, Jake, that's your thing, because the constant come on, Fritz, come on.
But after dinner, it resets.
It does reset them.
And it gets them ready for the evening.
Yes.
Now Marley will some nights willingly go. Right?
Yeah.
And it's just a mile.
He's been getting better.
Just a mile. But then sometimes he's like, I just don't feel like it, Mom. I just don't feel like it. And I'm like, sometimes I just let it go.
You're like, sometimes I don't feel like going for a run either.
But
yes.
We gotta do it.
Yeah. We're trying the 30-minute a day with Parker. My mom has been, and the Peloton has been really helpful. Getting that music. He has to walk on the treadmill or get on the Peloton bike. One of the two. He has to pick.
I feel like if I put my laptop by at my treadmill, he's so little. No, but if I put on I don't know, Elmo or something, he would walk longer.
Yes, Parker will too. But, anything for music and getting them distracted. Oh, I'm working out, but I also get to listen to music while I'm doing this is really beneficial for him.
So how long have you been with Mikey's Place?
I have been there since August. Okay. Yes, so not too long. I went and got my master's in child life. Kind of thought I wanted to work in the hospital, but just really felt like I was drawn to this population in some sort of form, and came across Mikey's Place, had my interview over Zoom. They didn't even meet me, and I left crying in the interview. I just knew that this was such a special place, and that everyone needed to hear about Mikey's Place, because what they do provides so much purpose and giving them that sense of belonging is just so amazing.
Well, and I think that's what every mom at this stage is like, now what do I do?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And they need a place to go every day. Because, I mean, I'm going crazy. We're going to have a day off school. I can't imagine,
what he's going to be like when he becomes a
so
Marley's 19 and he'll graduate this spring.
But technically he could stay.
He could, but he's ready to go. He's expressed it. He's like, I don't want to go to high school anymore. Right. And I get it.
Totally.
But we are now in the decision making, right?
Yes.
He is going to do a transitional program, so he's not going into like a day program just yet. Yeah. But I'm not going to force him to do something. I mean, we all know you have older siblings. Yes. I have older kids. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just like, okay, God, I know that you've got it. You're going to help us figure out what's the best pathway. But he's excited about this next chapter.
How old do you have to be?
19. It's technically 20, but we do have a 19-year-old who was pushed out a little early.
Do you think this is something Parker will do, or do you guys have other plans?
I don't know. Parker wants to go to college, so that is a goal of his. So if we can find a college that fits his best needs, I think that's something that he really wants to do and wants to go to college. He wants to work at Chick-fil-A. He just wants to have that community and wants to study. And he got to actually go and volunteer at Mikey's place for the day because my mom needed someone to watch him one day. And so he got to come and really enjoyed it and has asked about his friends at Mikey's place all the time. Now every day he texts me, how's Chris doing? Because they got to really do concrete candles together and he met a new best friend.
And those relationships, to your point, are so important. One of Marley's best friends that graduated from his high school 2 years ago now works at Biddy and Bo's. And so we'll oftentimes stop by Biddy and Bo's. But Marley has been very clear, I don't want to work at a coffee shop, Mommy. I know you like coffee, but I don't want to work at a coffee shop.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? You don't know where you want to work, really, just yet.
Yes.
But he does. He does. I don't want to discount. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So when you were looking for your job and you knew you wanted to do something with this population, were you coming across other things, or what all is out there?
I came across Aspire Accessories. They're also a place very similar to us who do a nonprofit vocational program too, but that was really all I found.
Is that in Houston?
Yes, in Houston. And I knew the B community because I went to A&M. I actually never volunteered there, but one of my friends in my sorority works there full time.
Is that in A&M or Houston?
Yes, that's at A&M, and we based Mikey's Place off of that program.
And what is that?
They are a nonprofit vocational training program for adults with disabilities, and their big thing is dog treats, and they make candles and soap, just a little bit different than what we do.
Well, there's also locally Celebration Station.
Okay, yes, I've heard of that.
At the JCC.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
And we did some activities before. Now there's lots of opportunities for adaptive sports.
Yeah.
But they were one of the first places that used to offer adaptive sports.
Nice.
So they do Celebration Station.
Is your grandmother still homeschooling?
Yes, my grandma does still homeschool him. Yes.
I talked to
incredible.
her when Chris was born, and she's incredible.
Yeah. My grandma is amazing. She's a rock star.
Yeah.
Totally cool. And that's her pride and joy is doing that.
If another student wants to do something like what you're doing, did you have to major in something particular?
Not necessarily. If you have a heart for it and a passion for it and a drive for these kids, I think definitely apply. And of course, we love having the special education experience. And I think it goes even more when you have experience of, I have a sibling with a disability, or I grew up with a friend down the street with a disability. Right. My program director did special ed at Briarwood and then came to be the program director at Mikey's Place. And Ingrid lives it. She gets it. And so she's the executive director, and I've lived it too. And our other staff members are very close with friends with Down syndrome or friends of a different disability, and so they just also get it. I think you have to get it, and you have to be flexible on a day-to-day basis of, okay, if they're like off today, like we're going to find if they need to take a break, that's okay. Like it's not about us getting all these products done. It's more about them and making sure that their needs are tended to.
Right.
Well, and that's cute for you, Ann, because Fritz, Ann sometimes gets frustrated with just like, okay, Fritz, if he's not staying on task
Yeah.
or whatever. And I'm just, and it is a struggle, right? I've found that with Marley, I'm just saying personally, what you talking about, like transitioning and just like, hey, I'm just going to let it go.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't want to wear your uniform pants today? Yeah. Fine. Yes. Wear your blue jeans.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
it is. You do have to. When he was born, and I talked to your mom, it did seem like there's all these different methods that they do and that they incorporate. And so you think, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the flashcards. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the supplements. I'm going to fly him to this doctor. And then you just do. You get like, I can't do all this.
Yeah.
Or he's not responding the way maybe other kids respond.
Yeah.
And you get that panic, like, well, I'm not going to get him to be as high functioning as Parker. Did you know anybody that had Down syndrome before you had your brother?
I didn't actually, and my parents never told us that he was different, and maybe that's because I was younger, and I can remember.
How old were you?
I think I was 10 or 9, because it was in 2009 that Parker was born, and I can remember my parents reading a lot of books, but that's all I vividly remember. I don't remember a whole lot of it, but I just remember them giving him a lot more attention, but they also, at the same time, made sure that we had that attention too.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that piece too, because Fritz's teacher actually just brought that up because the class was watching the movie Wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if you remember that.
Yes,
I do.
And so she was on Friday, she lets the kids watch a movie, and I was picking Fritz up. So she was saying, oh, it's on. And then she actually called me because she wanted to address the idea that from the sister's point of view, like Jane was my youngest at the time, and she was 10.
Yes.
And I do know that we tried so hard in our minds as parents that we did everything.
Yeah.
Like Fritz was in the NICU, and I came home to feed them dinner, and I felt like I was doing it all, like coming home at breakfast time and getting them to school and feeling like, wow, I'm there for everybody. Yeah.
Yes.
But I know from their perspectives, it's interesting that their perspective is like, oh my gosh, they were at the NICU all night and no one was home with me. And it was, what I mean? Like they have a total.
Yes.
So did you have any of that growing up thinking, oh my gosh, they're putting so much time and attention? Because I feel like my kids might have had a little bit of that.
I don't really feel like I did. I feel like my parents did a really good job, and maybe because we were all at sports at different times taking us, we were just super busy that I didn't realize it. But I think my parents did a good job of making sure that they loved us just as much, or they really made sure Parker was going to get treated the exact same way if he did something bad. Like it was the exact same discipline that we got disciplined, and they were like, he can do the exact same thing as y'all. Like, there is no reason why we need to baby him. Like, longer. It's gonna, yes, exactly.
My husband, when he was first born, he said, okay, this isn't going to be his excuse, and this isn't going to define him.
Exactly.
And that's kind of how we've lived, and that this whole life is in a special needs classroom. When his teacher wants to tell me, like, all the great things that he's learning, but then when she tells me the stuff that, like, oh, they interacted this way and they did this. I said to her, like, I want you to get him to read. And he does.
Exactly.
But that piece, more than like the fact that he knows states or bodies of water and stuff like that, it's just like, you have to know that when you're in the grocery store and there's a line, we stand there just like everybody, you can't
the boundaries, your personal space.
Yeah, exactly.
He has to function in society.
Yes, he does.
Which are all those social skills, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
So what do you guys do with Parker being homeschooled? How does he meet friends?
He goes to Gigi's Playhouse in Sugar Land and has a core group of 3 boys that they are best friends. And then we have an incredible church at home at Sugar Creek, and he goes to high school ministry just like a typical high school person, and he loves that place. And gosh, I could cry about how beautiful they welcome him into his small group, everything. It brings me to tears talking about it, just because his student minister is pregnant, and they call him Uncle Parker. Aww. And just all of that. As a sibling, I wish that the world for him, and that he's included, and these boys and the pastor and all of them just are like, Parker, like he runs into church every day, and that means the world to me. And I know it means the world to my family and my parents too, and to him.
We're experiencing the same thing with the church that we're going to, and a difference that we've seen from one church to the other, and it really makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it does.
It means so much to the parents and the family to watch other people
interact with them
and just treat them like nothing different.
Well, I remember talking about church community, which Marley, we were very involved at Lakewood.
Okay.
Lakewood has their Champions Ministry, and he used to love going there, right? And the pandemic hit, right? We still visit.
Back.
Well, we still visit, right? But teenage wise, I mean, he went to camp, But I think that for me personally, I'm just trying to allow him to kind of voice really where he wants to be.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want to do challenger sports anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, but you got to do something, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we're really at a transitional point of figuring out, okay, Marley, what is it that you want to do? He loves music. So he likes
to get him in that dance program.
He is in the dance. He does do that.
But I thought she was doing it online.
She moved to Dallas.
Yeah, you got to find a
dance point.
Physical.
Yeah. Right, I do. We miss you, Cam.
There is one at that Gigi's. She talked a lot about that.
I think they do have a dance program.
They do, the one in the
Well, Marley, so he does do dance, obviously, at school. I say obviously, but he does do dance at school, but he loved Dance Point.
Yeah.
So she does virtual classes now, but I'll check out Gigi's.
Yeah, they do.
I'll check it out and see. But so dancing is his thing, and so we'll have to find out where that, where that's going to fit.
Totally.
Well, is there anything else that you want to share about Mikey's place?
Come and visit. Come and see us. We have markets in the spring, and we have markets. Our fall is really our busy market season. We do Steel Magnolias, the special needs mom market, and we're at a bunch of church markets too, and our artisans get to go, and we take the ones who love to go to markets and just share about what they make and get to see purpose and belonging in that and come and volunteer. We're always looking for volunteers. And so we really love to have, we love fundraising too. It's incredible, but really getting our artisans love to have volunteers and getting to welcome them into what we get to do.
Well, we'll put everything, we'll put the website and everyone shop on the website because the stuff is so pretty.
Place online orders and you can come pick them up in our store. We would love to have that, and we try to get them online orders priorities.
Well, Mallory, you're an amazing person.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you on, and you're just such a light. So
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much for having me, truly.
All right. Thanks for sharing with me.
Thank you for joining us for another episode on Down Syndrome 21st Perspective.